He's a senior too.
Well, I can't wait to meet him.
All I need to know is that I am the one.
Who else could it be?
A Lifetime original movie ripped from the headlines.
He's not like the other guys. He gets me.
Hey, wait, isn't that... She just posted this!
If you're this girl and you're watching,
I hope you die.
Inspired by shocking true events.
I'm afraid for her. That boy, he's changed everything.
if he's in my bed, he's not your man.
Grace!
Robin Givens.
She will do anything to get him.
Just remember, you do not mess with me. You can't win. What are you gonna do about it? I never wanted any of this.
He's not worth dying for. Premiere Saturday, June 25th at 8, only on Lifetime.
Welcome to Hello Queen, the show where we introduce you to people that are doing extraordinary things in business. And today, listen, guys, I'm here with an amazing cast. And guess what? This is a brand new movie that's about to hit Lifetime this June. And it's He's Not Worth Dying For. Today, I'm here with the stars of the movie. I'm here with Lachlan Ambry. Lachlan, did I pronounce your last name correctly? Because I hate to butcher people's names.
No, yeah, that was pretty good. Lachlan Quarmby, yeah. Pretty good.
Awesome. We're also here with Hilda Martin and Rachel Boyd, the two queens of the show. Guys, how are you doing today?
So great, thank you.
Awesome. Now let's get right into it. Tell me something. When you guys got the role for this movie, and I'm asking each of you this question, what were your initial thoughts when you read the script?
When I read the script, I didn't think I was going to get it first because I already watched the documentary. I was like, this lady is white. I just wanted to give my agents something, and I never give them something for the sake of. So I do give my 100% in. But when I got it again, I think Lachlan said this before that, like, are you serious? And that I asked the director the same thing. Are you serious? Is it not a typo or something? But I was glad 100% to tell the story.
Awesome. Rachel, what about you?
When I first got the script, the full script, I didn't see any full script until after I was offered the role. But when I read it and I went through it, I was really connected to it because I saw an opportunity to do justice to the typical trope that is crazy girlfriends obsessed over a boy, like they don't know their value, whatever. And I saw a really great opportunity in this script for to shed light on some of the reasons why a lot of times young women especially find themselves in those situations where they feel like they need to fight over a man to earn their self-worth. And I know that Hilda and I had so many conversations because we really wanted to do justice to that and make sure that these two characters did not at all appear to be crazy and irrational, which I think is ridiculous when I see that in film.
Awesome. Lachlan?
Yeah, very similar to Hilda. I read the script and I thought, no chance. Or at least the audition, I thought, no chance, not me. But I'll give it a crack anyway. And then I had the, are you sure moment when they said you got the part. But that really, after the initial freak out of, panic thinking I can't do this, that really gave me a challenge to work on something that I wasn't sure I could do. And I really enjoyed that aspect.
Awesome. Now, guys, I watched the screener for this show and for this movie, and honestly, your characters, the storyline really drew me in. This story is really, really powerful. And I think it's so timely because, especially in the social media age that we're living in, there are so many young teens that have died because of bullying and have committed suicide because of this. What if you were your character's friend? What advice would you give your character, Hilda?
Continue doing you. Like, I feel like Grace was already in such a great path, a blessed, privileged path, being the person that she was. And if I was her friend, I'd just like even though her friends already did try, I think I would, try harder in the sense without pushing her away, showing her this movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Lachlan, you were the guy that the girls hate that they loved, right? when you participated in that role, you know, like what were some of the things that you were thinking? Did you relate to the character personally on any level, or do you have any friends who may be similar to your character?
Not. I don't have any friends who are quite like Jake. I related to him on a few small ways. In that, you know, when I was in high school, I made mistakes and I did things just purely based off of emotional responses rather than thinking them through logically or even empathetically and thinking about how his actions are affecting these other people. But yeah, Jake, I quite enjoyed playing that aspect and the tussle within him. And if I was to give him some advice, which I was screaming at him from the outside looking in, was just stop being an idiot would be pretty good. Have some empathy for how your actions are affecting other people, and you know, you're making other people's lives worse by just sort of continuing down this path. Please take a step back and think about how you're affecting other people.
That's so true. Robin Givens played your mother, Hilda, and I thought she did an amazing, she was amazing, you know? And as a parent myself, watching the movie, I had all kind of emotions. I was sad. I was happy. I loved the person Grace was. I was a kind of little angry at I think Isla for a moment, and there are a lot of things that I start to feel. So from a parent's perspective, when I watch the movie, having children now, growing up in the social media age, is like, God, what do I do? How do I help them? How do I protect them from being called out on social media? You know, Rachel, like, what advice would you give to parents that are watching this film? You know, what kind of conversations should we have with our children about social media, being too obsessed or being worried too much about what people say? How do we navigate them through this new age?
You know, I think it's really interesting because I grew up in social media. I'm about the same age as Isla is. So this has just been my whole life, my whole perspective on a social life. And, you know, I was talking about it with my mom yesterday because there was a period when I was younger where I think that I was really getting lost in that and wanting to like just control everybody else's perception of me because I felt so deeply that that was my whole self-worth. And I think that that's where I connected to Isla a lot. What I would say to parents is that, you know, social media is going to happen. My mom was like, I wish that we never let you on it, but you know, kids are they're going to find their way onto it. I think what's more important is building that foundation of knowing that you yourself are enough without the numbers and without the followers and the likes and the comments. And really just making sure that kids, children, everyone on social media is focusing a lot of their energies on their self-worth and making sure that that's where they get their validation from.
That's really good. Now, have any one of you guys ever experienced cyberbullying? And if so, how were you able to deal with it and get through it?
I did in middle school. It was a high school bully, but I think it was on I was in the Facebook time, and then I woke up to this very aggressive message, and I think at that point I was already hiding it. I was already kind of going to my room and shutting it, breaking down by myself. And my brother had caught me, and I started having that conversation with my brother, and then my brother, who's much older, spoke to my parents about it, and then we started having that conversation and figured out alternatives and best ways to kind of deal with that. Hey, that guy got whooped, but I did end up having to have these changes that really benefited me just because of that conversation that I did have with my parents that I didn't want to have in the beginning.
Awesome. So my final question for each of you, what do you hope that viewers are going to gain from this film? Lachlan, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I think that there's plenty to gain from this film for a wide audience. You know, there's the teens who are going through this themselves, who hopefully will take a step back and realize that there's more after this. You know, it may feel like it's the whole world right now, these high school relationships and problems and dramas, but there's more to come after, and it's going to seem so trivial when you look back. And I think that, you know, for other audiences would be like the friends, people who are watching their friends go through that. You could learn something from this movie about, okay, what can I do? How much am I doing? And can I do more? And then, like you said, the parents as well are going to get another inside aspect. Like, the parents might not even fully understand how a social media war of words can happen or goes about. So there's a lot to be learned there as well.
Definitely.
I think I would say, to put it simply, this is a real life example of what happens when we turn human suffering into a genre of entertainment on social media. That's which powerful. It very much is. And this is what happens. This is a reality. This is a real story. So, you know, maybe think twice before you put words out there.
And I would say, I would also want to speak mostly to, specifically to teens, but also more so to adults going through the same thing, thinking that, like, not just talking to children, but to teenagers, but talking to people who think this is your situation and thinking, oh, because they watch this movie, it's not the same. But it's like, no matter what stage you are in life, no matter what gender, you're like, if you're going through this, just remember, like, your worth, like, step out if there's an inkling of a red flag, because like, just like, even though this was a true story, it ending, it's like a metaphor in the sense of, you don't just lose your life, you lose yourself. Yeah. And it's not what you want to do.
Guys, I want to say that you all did such an amazing, and listen, that ending was a twist for me because I did not expect that at all. Like, I was like, what? How did that happen? So the movie, listen to me, the movie is excellent. Lifetime always gives us the story, but this one I think is going to be, it really speaks to where we are right now. And I truly believe that it's going to help so many people. And like you said, Hilda, it's not going to only help teenagers, but it's going to help adults as well, because we all face bullying in some way, shape, or form. And so, guys, I just want to say congratulations on a job. Well done. I loved it. And I pray that you guys continue to do well in your acting journey. And I can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Thank you so much.
Bye. You guys have a blessed day.